Gators had his Vontae Mack no matter what moment, which is the old, it's backed up by a story on CBS about candidates to trade up to number one. And Detroit is mentioned. We obviously got the security. We've know the draft positioning now. It's 3. And people have seen a lot more of the players. When you get to the postseason and everybody starts fawning over the NFL draftable prospects that are still playing, and you see a guy like a Joe Burrow, and you go, "Wow, do you move up for that guy?" The numbers are in for Chase Young as his season is over after Ohio State's loss, and Gator, you're saying Joe Burrow, no matter what, get aggressive, move up. Maybe not no matter what, but the typical cost.
Yeah, he's as close as no matter what is I would see him. I think the cost would be too high for them really to go and get him. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking the traditional chart value, which would be giving up your second and third round pick and swapping first round picks, I would do it.
That seems a little bit light, but would you go even a little bit further?
Yeah, but I would probably stop when you start talking about a second first round pick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's what the CBS story said, and then we'll get to your phone calls and feedback. Redskins have the number 2 pick, but they appear set at quarterback after selecting Dwayne Haskins 15th overall last April. That brings us to the Lions, who finished 3-12-1, in part because Matthew Stafford played in just 8 games in 2019 due to a back injury. He's just 31 years old, playing at a high level when he's healthy, and has 3 more years left on his current deal. But Stafford will also count 26.7, 31.2, and 24.2 against the salary cap over that time. And should the Lions want to rebuild around a younger, cheaper quarterback, they could be in the market to move up for Burrow. And then he writes later, when the cost of each trade, he adds, of course, any trade scenario would likely include Stafford as part of the deal, meaning fewer draft picks the Lions would have to part with. I don't know if Stafford would be going to Cincinnati, but Stafford would be going somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that.
Dallas.
Part of it. I mean, because
for 7 first-round picks.
Because if you're Cincinnati, I mean, would you want Stafford in with that, or would you like to? You're going to start over anyway. Would you take Tua or Herbert with a third overall?
But you'd be moving Stafford to Dallas. It's obviously Jerry Jones, right for the pick and new coach. It's who Urban would probably want.
Well, it's cheaper than what it'll cost to sign Dak for the next few years.
It is. You didn't even.
I saw the Urban thing. Yeah. No, he's going to Cleveland. Doug.
Kang, what do you think, real quick?
I don't want to poo-poo the topic or anything like that. But with the loose mandate, they have to play meaningful games next year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's no way they would play a rookie quarterback next year when they need to win games.
Well,
they have to be tied into Stafford. He's got to be the guy, right?
Well, but what if he is still?
What if who?
If they decide not to trade Stafford but take Joe Burrow? Because the one thing, and the only reason I bring it up is Bob Quinn said, we'll evaluate quarterbacks, but he also said, I am not changing. You don't have to believe him. But he said, I'm not changing anything about the way I GM in spite of the mandate.
Okay. With that being said, I love Joe Burrow too, Gator. I think the guy's phenomenal. If I was the Lions GM, and I'm not Bob Quinn, and I know what I have to do to make this organization and this franchise better for the future, I would trade up with the traditional, point system that they used back in the 80s and 90s. That seems fair to me. I would trade up and draft Joe Burrow number 1 because I don't think Stafford's a bad quarterback, and I don't even think you can't win with him. It's just this team can't win with him, and sometimes you need to recalibrate. You need to get new blood, a new quarterback. Like I said, doesn't mean Stafford's a bad quarterback, but they've got to change it up, and he's just not going to do it here, in my opinion. Joe Burrow, I think, could. He's going to be cheaper in the long run, and you don't forget, my way, you would be trading Stafford, getting players and some kind of return, too.
Yep.
So you're getting Joe Burrow, a young quarterback, cheaper. You're also getting return assets when you trade Stafford.
It certainly would be exciting. Now, I'm not saying it's the best way to go about things, but it would be exciting and create a real buzz in Detroit about the Lions if they moved up and took Burrow. Because you'd have to think moving Stafford would give you some draft capital, which makes it easy to pay the price to get up to number 1. 248-539-9797. Martin is next here on 97 on the ticket. What's up, Martin?
Boys.
Hello, Martin.
Man, what's up, Doug? How's it feel, man? Did you sleep okay after losing those bets?
Oh, yeah, I have no problem with that. It's 25 beers, and you are the one I am most excited to have a beer with, believe me.
The only problem, I love me Joe Burrows. I really do. I would do this in a heartbeat. But the only problem with this, it buys Quinn and Patricia a couple more years. You can already see oh, we got a new quarterback, we're going to do this for one more year. That would buy them a couple more years, and I don't know if Lions fans can put up with that. And
well, hold on, Martin. Let's just start with if you trade for Joe Burrow and move Stafford and go into next year with a rookie quarterback, isn't it likely that next year is going to be a bad year no matter who the GM and coach are? Isn't it likely that he's going to struggle right away?
Listen, yes, but it's bringing Patricia and Quinn. Can you just see them boys hook? Look, man, we get Burrows in, we get a couple more years, we'd be all set. We'll get rid of Stafford. Man, we got this. Don't worry, man. Martha will hook us up. I can see that happening. That's the only bad thing about that is I cannot stomach Patricia and Quinn. If I could have gotten rid of them yesterday, I would have. I'm just saying this is going to buy them time where it's going to add 2 more years to being a coach and GM. I would love Joe Burrow. I would love to see what we can get for Stafford. You know, Slay is probably gone. So I would love to see what we can get and rebuild that first year. I just don't know if we have the good GM, because I think he's an idiot in picking talent to do the job for us. If this was any other GM
if he's able to, but Martin, if he's able to swing a trade and you're giving up just your second and third round pick and flipping the first round picks, that's a pretty good maneuver, isn't it?
I would do it all day. But can we really believe Quinn can do that? He hasn't done any trading in the last 4 years in the first round.
Martin, it's whether or not the question is whether or not Martin would.
Yeah.
Would I do Burrows? Oh, give me Burrows. Oh man, I love
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
There's no S.
Burrow, but tomato. We just want the quarterback. That's all that matters. But yes, I agree.
Thank you, Martins. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Kevin.
Go to that because there's 2 of them. So
that is true. Kevin in St. Clair, you're next. Hi, Kevin.
Hey to you all.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Doug, has a decision been made on the?
No, there's a lot that's got to get sorted out. Why were you one of the 25?
Let me make you a quick offer.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to my main point. My grandson was diagnosed with a brain tumor back in November, and I know you're real big on Chad Tuff.
Yep.
So I would gladly give up my beer, and you just donate to Chad Tuff. So we just float that out there. That's up to you, though.
Let's maybe we can talk because that's terrible news. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he's doing well, but I'd rather see the money go there than have another beer, and I don't want to get all choked up. So, But hey, I agree with Kang. With this loose edict out there of win or something, I don't know what it is. They don't have the guts to move up and maybe take even a farther step backwards.
I realize that everything that comes out of Quinn's mouth is met with great cynicism. I mean, it is really, really hard to take it for what he says. And so I offer that up as a caveat to also what he said, which is, hey, man, I'm not going to change anything about the way I do stuff in spite of the mandate.
Well, again, I don't know how anybody's sitting there looking at the possible end of their general manager career and a coaching career. I mean, granted, Patricia can go back and be a DC somewhere else, but
well, you know what?
I just don't see it happening.
Maybe we're looking at this.
He's got to draft an impact player for this year. He's going to need that second round to be an impact player. He's going to need that third round to be an impact player. They can't do it.
I mean, maybe we're looking at it all wrong. Maybe that's exactly why he would do it, is because it would drop the mandate. He'd say, look, this is the best thing for the organization. So if you want me to do the best thing for the organization, it's probably going to kickstart a little bit of a rebuild, but we think this is the best thing for the organization. It might buy him more time.
But Martha's 94, Doug.
I know, but the fact that she brought him back, it all tells me she's not owning the team with a sense of urgency, which is counterintuitive. She's a spry 94. 248-539-9797. Colin on a cell is next. What's up, Colin?
Hey, so I was listening to your show this morning. I love your show. I listen to it every day going to work.
Thank you.
And I hear you guys are talking about possibly trading up for the first overall so we could get Joe Burrow. But I really don't think we need to wait. I think we can wait till the third round and we could still get him.
Third round, third pick.
About third pick, not third round.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I think we need to consider trading Stafford to a team like the Cleveland Browns, where Baker Mayfield hasn't produced like they expected him to. And if we go for either a fourth-round pick and Kareem Hunt, I think that's a huge win. I mean, Stafford's not a guy that we're going to get above a fourth-round pick for anyways. And Kareem Hunt's a solid running back, comes with some baggage, but who really cares at this point? I mean,
he didn't exactly wow anybody this year with his half a season with the Browns.
Yeah, and I can't see Cleveland pulling the plug already on Baker Mayfield.
And I can't see Joe Burrow slipping to 3.
No.
So that's only 3 strikes.
Well, look, I mean, I give him a point for creativity, not points. I give him a point for creativity, but Joe Burrow's not going to be unless, well, I made the prediction a while ago, the bold-ass prediction that Chase Young was going number 1 in the draft. So if Chase Young goes 1, my guess is the Redskins trade out of 2, and somebody moves up to take Joe Burrow.
I mean, the only scenario where Burrow slips to 3, I guess, would be if somebody moves ahead of Washington to take – if somebody makes a trade with Cincinnati at number 1. That's the only way. That's it.
Well, that's Doug's bold prediction is Chase Young goes number 1 because Cincinnati moves out.
Yeah,
but then you got to avoid Washington because someone will move up to take Washington's pick to take Joey Burrow.
I mean, maybe I'm blinded here, but I can't see Cincinnati.
You know what we're doing here?
Me neither.
Giving
but
up.
That's Doug's bold prediction. You know what I mean?
That's a bold prediction.
This is the kind of thing, by the way, that you do if you are the Detroit Lions brass. You talk these things out so you're prepared for all scenarios, which is why we like doing it. 248-539-9797. We'll update the most popular team from Wild Card Weekend that's going to the Super Bowl. As we've asked people to make their selections, we will do that today at 11:05. Get to more of your phone calls. Also, we have to make a change to something that we've done on the show for a long time. We're going to make a big change, and we're going to let you maybe help select that change. That's today at 12:15